This past weekend at Super Smash Con, Rivals of Aether revealed their final character. Armed with a shovel and many more tools, this brave warrior digs into the competition. I'm C5 from the Beefy Smash Dudes and welcome to the Shovel Knight character Spotlight. Let's start by talking about Shovel Knight's passive, Treasure Hunter. Whenever he gets a hit, his opponents drop valuable gems that you can pick up to increase your treasure. By using your taunt, you can open a shop where you can spend your treasure for relics and armor. We will talk about those in detail a little later. If you lose a stock, you also lose a bit of treasure, which you can pick back up if you are fast enough. Next up, Shovel Knight's standard kit. His jab and neutral air are his main attack move from the original game, a quick swing with his shovel in front of him. His forward tilt and forward air also share the same attack. Shovel Knight punches up to twice in front of him. If the punches connect, you can keep throwing out even more punches. His down tilt is Dig. It's a 2-hit attack of which the first hit can even spike. Up tilt is Shovel Knight's buzzsaw boomerang that he throws upwards. Remember that this is a projectile, so it can be manipulated as such. Dash attack is a body slam, after which Shovel Knight keeps sliding a small distance. Down air is his famous shovel drop. By hitting it, you can bounce off of enemies as well as projectiles. If you hold attack, the shovel stays out indefinitely until you land and lets you bounce as often as you want. The shovel's hilt at the very top can also spike opponents. Shovel Knight's up air is Rising Dagger, an upwards multi-hit move. If you hold A during the attack, you can use it to rise higher than usual, similar to Maple. And finally, his back air is a multi-hit explosion behind him with a little startup but decent range and knockback. Now for his strong attacks. Shovel Knight's forward strong is fairly simple but definitely powerful. It's a big horizontal swing with his shovel that comes out fast and has lots of knockback. For his down strong, Shovel Knight jumps into the air before landing shovel first on the ground, creating a huge area of flames. While charging it, you can move a tiny bit left and right. If performed out of a dash, Shovel Knight jumps slightly further. This allows you to jump off of platforms or even off stage. After a short while, you can jump out of it again, and if you hit opponents while descending, this attack even spikes. And finally, Shovel Knight's up strong. Big Dig. This one is a simple shovel swing upwards, but if fully charged, Shovel Knight digs up a dirt block and tosses it high into the air. You can influence the direction the block flies by holding either left or right, and if you destroy it, gems fall out of it. Hitting the block with up strong again will make it fly back into the air. Shovel Knight's specials are super interesting. His forward special is a chargeable lunge forward that can go huge distances. The longer you charge, the further Shovel Knight goes, and if he hits an opponent or a wall, he bounces off. He can even leave the ground with it to keep flying, and if he touches the blast zone, Shovel Knight bounces off of it, so it's actually super safe. You can also jump out of it as long as you are grounded. By pressing shield, you can cancel the move preemptively. This can be very important when the attack gets parried, since otherwise you would fall right to your death. Down special is Fishing Rod. You can use it on the ground as well as in the air. On the first cast, Shovel Knight pulls out the rod, but only the hook has an actual hitbox. This hitbox can also spike. If you press B again, Shovel Knight pulls the hook back up, which has another hitbox that knocks upwards. The fishing rod can also be used off stage. If you then pull it back up at the right moment, Shovel Knight will catch some nice treasures. His up special is Tau Anchor. He throws an anchor upwards with such force that it pulls him right with it. The only way to cancel it is by wall jumping. Other than that, this move is a pretty big commitment. The large hitbox makes up for that, and it also has a sweet spot behind Shovel Knight at the very beginning with pretty high knockback. Neutral special is Coin Capture. It pulls all nearby treasure towards Shovel Knight and has almost no lag. But that's not all that his neutral special can do, and now it's finally time to talk more about Shovel Knight's passive. Once you have collected enough treasure, you can spawn Chester by taunting. This will open a small shop with 3 relics and 3 armors to choose from. Pick whichever item you like and spend your treasure to acquire it. The price of each item varies, so make sure to keep an eye on your treasure count. Note that the exact numbers may still get tweaked in upcoming patches. Relics give you new attacks that replace your neutral special, and armors alter your properties. Let's go over all of them real quick. Ghost Glove is a fast short-range projectile. It can also get auto-cancelled if you land with the right timing. Warhorn is a slow but powerful attack that surrounds Shovel Knight, pushing opponents outwards. Its knockback is stronger on the outer edges than on the inside. With the third relic, Shovel Knight throws out a box that turns into mobile gear. After a short delay, it starts moving into one direction, damaging and knocking back opponents. You can also jump onto the mobile gear and ride it like a moving platform. Next up, his armors. Dynamo Mail allows you to perform aerial strong attacks, but only after you hit a down air. This effect persists until Shovel Knight gets hit again. With that, a down air can often combo immediately into a strong attack. Mail of Momentum makes Shovel Knight take less knockback, but that's not all. You also become a little more slippery, meaning that you slide a bit over the ground with certain attacks or movement. That can be an advantage, but can also make it harder to control Shovel Knight. The last armor is Ornate Plate. This is the most expensive one and is completely useless. It only exists to style on other players. Pick it up to show your opponent who's boss. Not only is it golden and shiny, but it also makes Shovel Knight perform all kinds of flashy stunts when jumping and running off of edges. A must-have for every experienced Shovel Knight player. Oh, and by the way, this is Shovel Knight's crouch. Shovel Knight is an extremely versatile character who allows for tons of creative play. He has a hard time getting out of combos and his recovery is punishable, but once he gets the ball rolling and is able to spend some treasure, he is a force to be reckoned with. Shovel Knight will get released in September. If you want to see more Shovel Knight in action, check out Alpharad's gameplay right here. Thanks for watching this character spotlight, see you soon and stay beefy!